Welcome to the 5th tutorial in Table Tennis Training 101. Before you start this tutorial, it'll be great for you to watch the two tutorials, one on the forehand push and the second on the backhand push. In our previous tutorial, we focused on the forehand and backhand counter hit, which was putting topspin on the ball. Today, we're going to focus on the push, which is putting backspin or slice on the ball. Our first drill we're going to do is one person bouncing the ball and my partner is going to push the ball with a little bit of backspin. So I'm bouncing and Jeff's pushing. We're going to start with the backhand push because it is a little bit easier than the forehand push to start with. I'm going to bounce 10 balls for Jeff and Jeff is going to push the ball back to me 10 times. Thinking about the techniques that he's learnt by watching the backhand push video. After Jeff has 10 turns at doing his backhand push, we're going to swap roles and Jeff's going to bounce 10 for me and I'm going to practice my backhand push. When we both feel confident and comfortable with the backhand push, we're going to move on to the next drill, which is pushing the ball to each other. The important thing here is to keep the ball nice and slow when you're doing your push and see if you can make it easier for your partner by controlling where the push is going to. If I push the ball all over the place, it becomes difficult for Jeff to practice his push. So if you can keep that ball consistent and to the one position or close to that one position, it's going to help both of you to practice the backhand push. The basic idea with the push is to start to put some backspin on the ball. Now, with the counter hit, we were starting lower and coming up and forward and putting some topspin on the ball. With the push, we're starting a little bit above our contact point and coming down. So we're putting some backspin on the ball. Now let's have a go at the consistency game. So Jeff and I are going to cooperate with each other and try to get as many backhand pushes on in a row without a mistake. Let's go, Jeff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See how many backhand pushes you can do in a row. Now it's time to switch to the forehand push. Again, we're going to start by me bouncing the ball to Jeff 10 times to let him practice that forehand push consistently. 1, 2, 3. After Jeff has 10 turns, it's time to change roles and Jeff's going to bounce 10 for me. When we're both feeling fairly confident and comfortable with that forehand push technique, then we can start to push the ball to each other. Remember, with all of these drills, if you are feeling that it's a little bit tough, it's okay to go back a step. If we're only getting 2 or 3 pushes in a row, we can go back to the bouncing and hitting. When we both feel comfortable again, then we can try hitting the ball to each other. The next level is to challenge yourself to see how many forehand pushes you can do in a row with your partner. Remember, this is about cooperation and making it as easy as possible for each other to get a high score. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. To start with all of these drills, aim for 3 in a row. Once you can get to 3, aim for 5, aim for 10, and who knows, after a while, you may even get to 100. We've now learnt the two pushing strokes, the forehand and the backhand. Now we're going to combine the strokes so that we can play from all around the table. We're going to just push the ball slowly to each other anywhere on the table, focusing on making sure that if the ball goes into Jeff's forehand box, he's going to play a forehand push, and if it goes into his backhand box, he's going to play a backhand push. I'm going to do the same. Being a left-hander, this is my forehand, and this is my backhand. Jeff, we're now going to play the push game where you're allowed to push the ball anywhere on the table, but it's competitive.
Oh, I like competitive games.
I know you do. It's a normal game up to 11 points, but the only restriction is you are only allowed to use the push.
Okay, backhand or forehand?
Backhand or forehand. Let's go.
Let's go.
Lovell. Love one. We're going to finish off this session with a normal game, but I want you to try to incorporate the push strokes in your game and see how it affects your opponent during the game. We've come to the end of this tutorial. I hope you now feel more confident with your push strokes on both the forehand and the backhand, and you can see how you can incorporate the push strokes into your game. And also, you can appreciate the difference between the top spin and the back spin.